Here we go.
Members of the congregation, you are now here on a Wednesday with Easy, the tech preacher. Truth to be told.
It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, hey, tell me, are you ready? It's Wednesday, tell me, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's easy, yep, tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher, yes indeed it's easy. Yep, the tech preacher. All the real wired ones, where you at? 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 All the real wired ones, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Welcome everybody to another episode of Wired Wednesday. The day of the week that we go in. I got the VIPs in the building.
Yes,
GG,
sir.
Barry, holla at your boy. So today, we're gonna talk a little bit about the future of the Google Pixel 7 and the 7 Pro. I think I'm a little more excited about this one than everything. So look, think about this. We've been hearing, the A lineup and you got the foldable coming out, you got the iPhone coming out, and we already know that, there ain't nothing changed about that. But Google kind of changed up a little bit, man. I mean, when the Google Pixel 6 came out, yeah, it had a rough start, but man, over time it got better.
Man.
We got the Pixel 6a coming out in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Right.
But the big dog of the year got to be the Pixel 7 Pro, baby. Got to be that. Google go set the new standard with the Tensor 2 processor. Gonna probably have 12 gigs of RAM in it. Gonna have these cameras that's gonna be unbeatable. It's gonna be running Android 13. It's gonna be doing this thing. And I'm excited for this phone, man. Like after using Samsung and Motorola and OnePlus and all these other, phones here and there, just something about the Pixel. When I picked that Pixel 6 up, it feels good, right? Like your boy said in there, what that show was, Players Club. But that man in the back, he said, "Do something to make me feel good." No, he said, "Do something to make me feel better." I just changed it up. Do something to make me feel good. And I think the Pixel 7 Pro, that son gonna make me feel good.
I
want to welcome.
We need you to stop it, Will.
Yeah, I want to welcome everybody. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. So Will S, I see he says, let's see what he said. He said Tensor 2 SD card. Yeah, then he woke up.
Hey, right. Then he woke up crying.
He woke up.
Hey, what's good with your T-Hop? I see Carnival.
Why can't we get that though? That'd be awesome if we can get that though.
Jason C. I mean the headphone jack ain't coming back. So,
yeah, that's done.
That's done. That's something.
Unless you buy a Snapdragon 888 equivalent Xiaomi with a Dimensity 8100.
Hey, what's good with the J Boogie? Dimidity. Hey, I need the spelling on that because I said that in my video that I'm working on. So I need the correct spelling of dimidity. That way I can.
You made the shit up. Didn't you make the shit up?
What 504 at? Yeah, I did make it up, but 504 in El Jefe spelled
How you don't know how to spell the word you made up, sir?
That's hilarious.
You say diminity?
Diminity.
I think. Oh, so you're not trying to say dimension. Oh, you're trying to say diminity. Okay.
Not dimensity, but diminity.
Okay. Yeah, we gonna have the Diminity processor with 32 gigs of RAM. All right, we got the Diminity processor.
The Diminity is in the building, y'all. I see T is in the building as well.
I see all the gang in the building.
Stacy, what's good with you, Stacy?
So I think Google, trying to make a dent, and they need to come out strong.
Yeah. And I think this is a year where they really decide how they're positioning the phone going forward. We see that they've been in a situation where it's like, hey, we're leading with the assistant first, right?
Yeah.
We're leading with point and shoot. We don't have a pro mode, right?
Yeah.
Or they can continue to keep pushing that, like, hey, we want point and shoot when it comes to pictures and video, a la iPhone. Like you come to here, we make the right decisions. Okay, you're zooming in for a telephoto. You don't need a switch. We take care of it for you. Oh, you don't need the telephoto. We go to the main center. So have all that kind of stuff going on in the background for the people that just want it to work. And then if you want the pro modes of the world, you possibly go to other brands, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, the word pro, even when you say iPhone 14 Pro that's coming out, the iPhone 13 Pro, even the Pixel Pro, it's the word pro is it's not pro, right? It's
the bottom line is the bottom line.
It's just name.
The Chinese OEMs and Sony being Japanese, they've ended it. That's over. That you can't use pro when they're doing what they're unless you're doing what they're doing, and they're not doing that. That's the bottom line.
I mean, the Sony One Mark III, I got the Sony One Mark II, and I'm looking at the Sony One Mark III because it's kind of discounted right now. That'd be a damn good phone, because the Sony One Mark II, that phone is absolutely marvelous, right? No overheating issues. The pro mode on there, the cinema mode on there is absolutely this great. That is a pro device, and they didn't even call it pro. They don't call the Sony One Mark III.
No, because they're done for their specific tasks, right? And that's the thing that I hope that we, as a tech community and as tech reviewers, we get to that point where we're more like the camera guys, where it's like, this is the reason why I shoot Canon. This is the limitations of this camera. Instead of saying, this is a reason why I'm just going to prop up this other brand.
Yeah.
Right. That I think we need to get out of. This is why I'm going to prop up this other brand. It's like, we can be that advocate for the person and say, hey, let's pick the right phone for you in your situation.
Yeah. So let's I know we're going to talk about Pixel 7 Pro, but let's talk about a little controversy. Right. Okay. Let's get into some controversy. Xiaomi come out with one of the best phones on the planet.
Yes, sir.
And I go on Twitter and I see a lot of, people bitching about this device. I mean, look, they critiquing this phone like they did the Google Pixel. And I'm wondering why. I mean, look, in the United States, we fucked. Right, we only got two brands. And this is what these motherfuckers
we
want.
Have two
major brands.
We got two major brands.
And who does that benefit? The company.
Nobody.
But it benefits the company. That's who it benefits. Fanboys, you're not getting the benefit out of that. You're paying higher prices.
This is what. So a lot of the comments was, well, in the United States it sucks. It ain't gonna get 5G, this, that, and the other, this, that. And I'm saying to myself, well, that's the fucking problem. We need to push for more companies to come in the United States so we can have a fair shake of competition, which will make Samsung innovate, will make Apple get up off their ass and do something with their fucking iPhone, right? Besides changing the front facing fucking dot looking, can you see me fucking face, right? I mean, we need companies like Xiaomi, Vivo, to come in the United States to try to challenge these motherfuckers. But you got fanboys out there that goggling by the nuts.
It's amazing.
Fucking Apple, give me a break here. I'm seeing this.
And the
stuff,
thing
right?
that is funny, Easy. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but what's funny is that it's almost like they don't realize that people can see through it. Yeah. So like up until this stream, like I was getting calls and DMs up until the stream. I got on the stream, like people knew I was. Hey, I know you about me. Can you believe this shit is going on? Can you believe they're tripping like this?
My thing is this: if you go proclaim to be a tech enthusiast, a techie, a person that love everything about tech, All right. Yes, you do have your favorites, right?
Yes,
right.
you're gonna
Samsung,
have
you're
your
gonna
favorite.
have your favorites, right? But you can't knock the next man. Like you can't knock another brand for coming out with something nice, something good, something fresh. Right? You cannot say, oh, well, it still can't beat the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Oh, it still can't do this.
Let me talk about that because Michael Corcoran nailed on the head. This is the thing. Like, if you're a big tech creator or you're a small tech creator, and let's say you are designated as to get that device, I don't fucking want to see you compare that fucking device when we are been waiting for that fucking device forever. And it comes out with a new fucking sensor. They're flying motherfuckers from Leica over there during the pandemic, okay? And you're talking about, yeah, but you know what? And the Samsung doesn't have 1080p, so I don't give a fuck about the damn Ultra. There's a reason why it's collecting dust, just like your motherfucker is collecting dust. Because you fucking with the Vivo right now. And you're probably fucking with that champ. What? I don't understand this. It's like, why can't we go, hey, there's a place for the Ultra, and there's also a place for the Xiaomi.
Yeah.
What is the problem?
You know, one of the biggest reasons why these companies don't want to come in the United States is because they got two issues, right? First of all, you know how much a lot of money that they would have to spend to market to get people to at least attempt to try their device. That's going to be one big problem. The second problem that they got is that you're going to have fanboys and fangirls that will knock that device no matter
for no
what.
Reason.
For no reason.
And then claim to be, I'm into tech. You ain't into tech. We know you're not into tech. It's like, come on now.
Yeah. See, Tech Lover Mama never heard you say the F-bomb before.
I counted them, Barry.
Barry.
I counted them, Barry. You dropped like 10 of them. Barry blacked out for a second.
Yeah, man, I don't get it, man. I like I said, it's crazy.
Why is it that in the United States that a lot of these tech enthusiasts try to block companies like Xiaomi, Vivo? I mean, look, I say this, and it grinds me how pissed off I am, or how AT&T don't give no fucks about none of these international devices. You cannot put them on their network. You can't. They will not accept none of their devices, and
and what that's doing is that's basically sending a message to foreign brands that you are not going to be able to compete here. We are not going to put you on the network. We will not do it. Guess what? We are locking this down, and it's going to be a duopoly. That's what's going to go on. And then we're going to have the fanboys that kill every other brand that gets over here because they're just going to talk shit about it. So we got this on lock.
So let's put this in perspective, right? Samsung, okay, Apple. Let's say Apple for a second, right? Tell me what Apple's changed in the last 5 years.
Easy. Let me tell you. What did I say about the 13 Pro Max? I love that fucking phone. I think it's a great phone. I'm just not into Apple like some of the people are, but I think it has great cameras. I can use it and all that stuff. I can big up Apple and not shit on the next man.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah,
sure
but
can.
But you made the point.
Right.
Apple has got small ass fucking sensors. They don't have nothing near a 1-inch sensor. And the thing about it, the only person that does is Xiaomi. So I'm supposed to say, oh, I can't see this. I can't see this beautiful thing over here because I'll be cheating on my Apple. Fuck the Apple at this point, man. It's over here.
Fuck the Apple.
I hit up Ike. I was like, Ike,
We doing shots.
it will be like this. Tomorrow, Dodge announces we got new technology. Base model Challengers and Chargers will have 800 horsepower for the same price. Okay. And I'm sitting there going, oh, but you know what? The Ford Mustang got smoother steering. Who the fuck cares about the goddamn Mustang, sir? We're talking about we're talking about this.
Yeah.
What is the problem?
Yeah.
It is confusing to me. Like, everybody knows technically T, right? He's got two A7 IVs, right? He's got two A7 IVs. Mm-hmm. It works perfectly. Like he made a smart decision selling his A7S III, right? That's a $3,500 camera, and then getting two $2,500. He actually saved money by doing that. But if T had to hit me up and said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna start running and gunning. I'm gonna start grabbing the camera and running around. I'd be like, you can't do that with A7 IV because it's got rolling shutter. That doesn't mean that the A7 IV sucks.
Right.
That's what I don't get. It's like every time a release happens, we got to shit on the product.
Yeah. And
Can you get Ike's previous comment? It's kind of like a paragraph. It's running up the page.
Here we go. Okay. That's the comment. The funniest part is it hurts us more than the import manufacturers. They get into big bags overseas and letting us who want them to import their devices. And honestly, you can't be mad at the way they feel. But you know, here's the thing. When we import their devices, right? Obviously, we got to pay an import fee and stuff like that. The worst, it hurt us as in the United States. It hurt us because if you're not on a carrier that supports the device, if you're on AT&T, you feel bad. If you're on Verizon, you feel bad because these devices won't play fair with Verizon and AT&T. So now you kind of slim down your carriers to T-Mobile and some other,
T-Mobile basically.
Yeah, T-Mobile, Mint Mobile.
Yeah. Now I did. So Art Dog did hit me up. He said he's been what him and Big House started doing is going to the MVNOs because they still need AT&T, and they've been luckier than being on straight AT&T.
Really?
Yeah, they've been luckier like that. And I said, well, the whitelist still exists. And they're like, hey, we've been rolling with it, right? But that's what it's doing. It's literally eliminating competition. That's what they're doing.
I mean, it reminds me of this drink that I'm drinking, right? This is called Jack Daniel's Down Home Punch, right? If I had to import this shit, right, and nobody can fucking tell me this is not good, I don't care if I imported it, but they might say, well, easy. The other brand is better than this, right?
Right.
But I'm paying double the price to have this drink. But why is it not sold in the United States? It's good. It tastes good. It feels good. It make me feel good. Why we can't have this shit in the United States? By the way, you can buy this in the United States.
The thing is, there's what people miss, and that's the reason why it's good to call out the fanboyism. It's good to do that because, like I said, we have our biases, right? But I know if us four tomorrow said, hey, we're coming out with a new car, and it's going to cost you $1 to power it for 30 days, every 30 days. Guess what? We ain't releasing that car. As soon as we announce that stuff, we're done. The bigger companies will squeeze us out. And that's essentially what's happening to these things. And the thing about it is, what we're just lucky about, if we're truly techies, is Xiaomi, Vivo, and all them, they don't give a fuck. They're still coming with the shit. So if you take a chance, you might have to pay a little tax, right? You have to pay a little more. You can import them and still have fun.
Well, what happened in the United States, and we go call it out for what it is. In the United States, they have what's called payment plans, right? You go to your carrier.
Arrangement plan.
You go to your carrier. You put $50 down, and you got a $1,700 phone in your pocket. But you're paying them for 30 months. Overseas, if you import a device, you got to come up with and look, a lot of people fake and phony claim that they big ballers, but they won't import devices because they got the carriers. So instead of them manning up and looking in the mirror, they rather bash the device instead of saying, you know what, my bank account don't support that. It's all good, but I still like the device, But no, they say, oh, it sucks. Why would anybody do that? And I'm saying to myself, stop being fake and phony.
So real quick, easy.
Yeah.
Me and you, we've been fucking with audio, right? We were trying to get our audio right.
Yeah.
And when you got the pod mic, what did I first say? I said, I don't really like the pod mic. We got behind stage, and I'm like, that shit fucking sounds good on your voice.
Yeah.
And then you got that mic, and it's better. I didn't go, oh, yeah, but it ain't the SM7B because of this. It ain't the SM7B. And, just throw that shit in the trash. What the fuck?
When somebody had hit me up, and they'd say, well, why? Easy, you got all these mics, but you don't have an SM7B. And I'm saying, But damn, I mean, I got a lot of fucking mics. I mean, why do I need an SM7B when I got all these mics? You know what I'm saying?
And the
They
bottom
sound
line
good.
is, and the bottom line is, not every mic works on every voice.
Right.
You can get an SM7B and it sounds terrible on your voice.
Yeah.
And vice versa. You can get other voice, you know, so you have to find what works for you. And right now, what I'm saying is I like working with all these damn phones because they all offer something different.
And
as opposed to just saying, guess what? I can't use anything because I only use Pixel. You know what I'm saying?
So I think the bottom line is that you can cipher the difference between shit and sugar when it comes down to tech enthusiasts and tech reviewers and the tech community. I'm gonna say that, and the reason why I say that is because if you don't broaden your horizon, even though you might have a favorite brand, whether or not it's Apple or Samsung, that may be your daily driver. But you got to, if you're a tech enthusiast, look, man, when I watch The Matrix, you know the favorite part of the Matrix is watching the fucking lines going up.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's
my part of my. That's what I want to know how shit works. This is one of the reasons why I got two college degrees in computer science. I want to know. I don't want to see the UI. I want to see how the UI works. So I want to go behind. I want to see the ones and zeros. I want to see the code. I want to see this. You know, want to know this shit. I want to know how programming work. I want to know how things tick. I want to know everything about it. Right, but I would never knock another brand until I try it, and if I try it, I don't like it.
Trash.
It's trash. But don't call it trash when you never use it. That's the whole thing. You can't call shit trash when you never use it.
I was going back and forth with a guy today, and it was literally, I'm like, have you actually? He hasn't used the phones. He hasn't used Vivo. He hasn't used Xiaomi, but he knows that his S21 Ultra is better. It's like, dude. Have you tried them?
Of course. Like, and, you know, I hate a lot of people hit my comments. A lot of people hit my comments say, you know what, easy. That's, you know, this phone suck, that phone suck. And my rebuttal is always, have you used the device? Have you played around with it? And they respond to, no, I don't have it, but my friend had it and I played with it for, 2 minutes or whatever. You know, you get those responses. I don't have it. My friend has it, and I played with his phone. For 2 minutes. And my plan of thought is, okay, you played with it for 2 minutes. Did he jerk off on you or what?
Oh, damn.
Paul, sir.
Damn.
I mean, you played with it for 2 minutes.
Damn.
Right?
Sir.
I mean, you played with it for 2 minutes. I mean, what the fuck?
Sir. Sir.
So I say that to say this. I know I'm making fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's facts though. Easy, like
Yeah.
you pick your spouse by being with them for 2 minutes. Like you need some time. With it.
I mean, look, the thing about it is that this would never go over.
Thank you,
I mean,
Jason.
We won't never get over.
We'll never get over it. But I think
right?
I think this panel and this chat, we're over it because it's like we're focused on the tech. We're focused on having fun with tech and exploring tech, right? So
what is so bad about this Vivo 12S?
No, the Xiaomi 12S.
I'm sorry. The Xiaomi 12S.
So what they're saying. So the first argument was, basically it can't be that good because selfie video is capped at 1080p 30. Okay. It's capped at the same spec as all the Realme phones. Mm-hmm. It's all of the flagship OnePlus phones. Okay. All of the Vivo phones. Only Honor and Oppo do 4K because they put this skin smoothing effect on it. So that was the reason why you can't even look at it because you have to go to Samsung. It's like their market don't care about selfie video. So why would they put it?
Selfie video become a big thing.
It's all become a thing. But you didn't mention during the OnePlus launch. So that shows me you're looking for an argument. And it's like, y'all are tripping.
So 1080p 30 on the front facing camera all of a sudden become a big issue of why you should not buy this device.
And you don't know how many people like, the OnePlus. I'm like, motherfucker, I got the damn OnePlus. It has 1080p. It's had it since it's had it since the peak OnePlus was OnePlus 7 Pro. The OnePlus 7 Pro had whack ass rear cameras. 10 Pro and 9 Pro kill it. and it had that selfie, that pop-up selfie that was capped at 1080p, motherfuckers. So what are we talking about here?
Well, you know, I get the same problem when I do LG videos, right? Oh, it's a 1080p display, 60 hertz.
Yeah,
I get this all the time, and I say, well, motherfucker, the phone will cost $250. What you want?
yeah. Sounds like this. You in the right price bracket. You in the right price bracket here. It's like,
Look, man. I mean, look. Don't get me wrong. I think in 2022 we find a lot of phones that's good, right? That you don't have to spend $1,200 on a phone. You buying it. Listen, man. You buying a $1,200 phone for a name, Gucci. You know, Prada, Gucci. That's what you're paying for. Like you paying for BMW. You're paying for Mercedes, right? But at the end of the day, you could get the same performance, the same spec out of a lower price device. It just don't have the name on it, people. So if you're ready to pay for the name, it's all good. It's the status symbol, the apple. You don't want the fruit on the back of the phone.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine like Lamborghini and Ferrari owners like going, oh
Lord, oh
man, they only have an 11-speed automatic transmission in that, you know. We got 12 over here. That. Who the fuck? I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, they go ham. I mean, call people. They really go ham about cars. You think we fight about phones and tablets and computers, you know, in the car, in the shop, they go ham.
Man, it's a trip. Yeah, but
I mean, look, I just look at it like this, man. Enjoy the tech. And
tech.
We fight about how to save money. We tell people how to save money.
Yeah.
I make videos about, okay, this phone, you could get it for $250. You know what? I get some of these clown ass motherfuckers hit me up and say, well, easy. That's Amazon Renew. I want it brand fucking new. Well, you stupid dumb dunce. Go and buy it brand new then if you want to spend $1,000 on something. I'm telling you it costs $250. If you want to do it, go do it, player. I don't give a fuck. Like if you want to do it, go do it. If you want to go buy brand spanking new, straight out of the box, I don't want nobody touching it. Blah, 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 blah. Go do it, player. But don't get in my comments talking about, oh, well, you know, man, get off these nuts.
Hey, they love the nuts. They love
it. Oh my God. I mean, you know, let me tell you something.
They love warm chestnuts.
You wait till the iPhone 14 come out. This gonna be it's gonna be, oh my God, I ain't gonna, you know, oh my God, they're gonna have white mounts all over the place.
Oh,
white
mounts.
Sir,
white mounts all over the place because they're gonna be gushing. They're gonna be gushing. It's gonna be a fucking gushing. It's gonna be gushing every fucking well. And I'm gonna be sitting back, relaxing. We gonna be on this. We gonna be talking about it on Wired Wednesday, and you know what? We go call it how we see it. If it's good, it's good. But we ain't gonna fluff it and we ain't gonna pass it.
No,
but I promise you. Come fucking September, when Apple come out with the iPhone 14 with this new fucking notch that they're coming out with. Watch the cream that's coming out of people's mouths, man.
Oh, sir.
And it ain't gonna be no females, it's gonna be all men.
He said, watch the cream, sir. Eric, sir.
I'm live. Give me a second.
Hey, he said, watch the.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm looking for it, Kimmy.
But you know what? The same thing gonna happen.
You see that?
Yeah,
the Z Fold 4, the Z Fold 4, the Z Flip 4, the same thing gonna happen. Samsung, look, the Samsung Night.
The sad thing about Samsung, just put a bigger battery in the Flip. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to change anything. Just put a bigger battery in it.
Oh, God damn it! That's right. That was my cue, huh? That was my cue.
I'm live. Give me a second. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
That's why he said, "What the fuck? Turn down the lights." What I do, ma'am? What I do, ma'am? You told me to stop it. What I do, sir?
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think when Samsung dropped the Z Fold 4 along with the Z Flip 4, you're gonna have the same effect, right? Don't get me wrong. We get excited over tech.
I agree. We get
we
excited,
don't-
but the bottom line, let's be real easy.
Yeah.
There should be no excitement. If Samsung comes to pass and does what they do with the Z, what we think is going to happen, we should not be excited for the Z Fold 4.
Right.
And we should be telling people to buy the Z Fold 3.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, look,
why me?
Celebrity is here.
the
Hey,
celebrity
he's a
is here.
celebrity, folks.
He is a celebrity. Yes. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I think both
Whoa.
devices.
Can you put Johan's comment?
Let's see.
When did it start happening? I don't remember. I know he had bad battery life, but I don't remember it overheating.
That's new.
Trash.
I know a lot of screen protectors are coming up because my videos is popping on that.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled the motherfucker off. You know, I made a video. I pulled my screen protector off, and they ain't got nothing on it. I'm butt naked.
Yeah,
My
I think
shit
you
butt
went butt
fucking
naked too.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, Kia
butt
did?
naked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not messing with Samsung. I've been butt naked since I made that video. It's been about
I
2
still
months.
don't like the
Yeah,
glossy
sorry to hear
look,
that,
so I'll do matte. But Eric, here's my thing with that. Why did people think a folded screen would be any better than a regular screen when it comes to protectors? You change a regular protector, right?
Yeah.
It's the same shit,
the
except
same
worse because
thing,
it folds. So it's going to be worse.
Yeah, it's gonna be worse. Yeah, and after I changed my screen protector on my Z Fold 2, after using it for a while, you know, it bubbles up and it comes up. And then on the Z Fold 3, I mean, it just after a while, it just, you know, it looked bad. And I actually seen somebody with a Z Fold 3, that screen protector was coming up, and they look horrible. They opened their screen up. I mean, that shit was curved.
So it doesn't look as impressive. Can't really flex. Can't really flex
But
when you.
the other thing is if it gets dirt up under it, it causes more damage than if you just pulled the shit off in the first place.
Just pull it off. I mean, look, a lot of people hit me in the comments.
Samsung scared the shit out of people, though. Oh my god!
Oh, you gonna void your warranty? No, you don't. You don't void your warranty. And you know what?
It's your fucking fault.
It's your phone. How could it? Listen, man. Listen, lenders and fucking Karens out there. Karens. I need the Karens to stand back and chill out. Karens.
Oh, you know they was in my video. You can't do this.
Yeah,
you can't take that. Tell me what to do with my phone. Okay.
I'm
illegal.
I'm about ready to call them all Karens. I'm like, Karen.
Do not cut this tag off your mattress.
I know. Oh, that
right.
Yes. Yeah. Under the penalty of perjury.
The penalty of perjury.
I still don't understand why they would use that. Perjury. How do you perjure yourself by taking the tag off?
We know what you've been doing in this bed, sir.
Too funny.
All right, so I want to make an announcement.
Ooh.
While I have a few people on here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you got a few people. Yeah, you got 63. Okay.
Yeah, so I do my podcast on Thursdays. I did not book a guest. So what I'm doing tomorrow, if anybody's available, I'm about 4 people. I'm going to pick 4 people, random people that want to come on my podcast tomorrow and chop it up with Easy. Chop it up with the tech preacher tomorrow, and say your piece, have some fun.
You should have on some stream virgins. That's what you should have on.
Well, I mean, look, it don't
people
matter
who have never been on.
Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for. I want somebody to come that ain't never been on the show, never been on a podcast before, and you got a lot to talk about. We try not to cuss, but we don't cuss on the podcast, but we gonna have some fun. But 4 people, if you want to join my podcast, hit me up on Twitter, DM me on Twitter, say, hey, Easy, I want to be part of that podcast.
You see Doodle's comment, Barry? I thought he was getting 3 days out of that damn Z4.
He said,
wait a second.
5 days.
5
Oh, 5 hours.
5 hours.
Okay, my bad.
Oh, hold on. He changed up. Might
Yeah,
have issues with Samsung after night standby and small use before the time. Oh, he's having issues now.
Not Doodle. Doodle don't have no issues.
Yes.
No.
You need to pause yourself. I'm glad you
Doodle ain't
paused
got
yourself.
do that.
After
Not the king of Samsung. Not the person that no indeed that help up every little
He's
thing.
finally seeing the light, Eric. He
Oh my
finally
God.
understanding.
He
finally
see the light,
understanding.
Caroline?
I think
Elizabeth, we are coming to join you. What the hell is going on in the
Carol
world?
has frozen over.
Yeah, you'll have to Doodle. You have to check to see if you have a road gap going on too. If it's that much variability, in the
Oh, wait.
just DM him. What are you talking about, T? Just DM him. What you talking about?
You could, yeah, of course you could come on the thing. You know, it ain't no thing like a chicken wing. You can have technical tea on that. We can have some fun, you know.
With the Mary Jane, we got the
That's right. Yeah,
players,
you know, we can have some fun. Have some fun. We can hit you up and hit me up. But I didn't book a guest because it was a holiday.
Oh,
and
be quiet,
usually
LFA.
I try to book a guest.
Stop it, sir. Cut it out, sir.
Look at LFA. Yeah.
All of us combined don't even have that.
That damn Doodle was getting 3 days of battery life. I'm wondering what the hell happened.
Well, I know what he's doing. He ain't using it. Of course, you're gonna get 3 days battery life if you don't use it.
He said it wasn't in airplane mode.
But it must be on.
You can't get 3 days. 5G. You can't even get 3 days in airplane mode.
Get him.
So he said you get 5 hours.
Oh yeah, he's saying from he don't Doodle, stop lying. You don't get 5 hours of screen on and it goes to 45%. So you're getting essentially 10 hours of screen on time on a Z Fold 3.
On a Z Fold 3?
Not happening, sir. Not happening, sir.
Bruh.
A big
Doodle, not happening.
No.
Yes.
Okay. He have the screen all the way at 2%. He got it all the way down to 1080p. He's not using the phone.
And he's not using. He's just got video going.
He got videos going. Yeah, that's
in a loop.
Yeah, he got. He's not using the phone.
Look at the crib. And that was the screen on plugged in.
Now, dude,
plugged in. Yes.
If you getting 10 hours of screen on time on the Z Fold 3, send me a screenshot, players. It's proof.
He ain't got no apps on it. He ain't got no apps on the phone.
No, he can screenshot.
He ain't got no apps. He got one
app. He ain't got no battery in that bitch either.
Screenshot. Yes, see, here's the thing.
Stop the cap, sir.
Stop the cap.
If y'all ever saw,
Cardinals, even with the outer display only, he ain't getting no. Player.
What is that? A Few Good Men or something? When your boy said you can't handle the truth, he perjured himself. He said,
you can't handle the truth.
He said, yeah. Did you call a code red? You damn right I call a code red, and I'll do it again.
You can't even get, man.
Yeah.
He said he gets 3 days without it being in airplane.
Hey, listen, if you could get 3 days of battery life on that device, please send me a screenshot. And look, I give you full credit. I don't want to see no charging, no humps. You know how they be having little
they put that
hump. All that. Yeah, no. I want to see this. I want to see that.
No lovely lady lumps in that shit. We want to see that.
I want to see your usage. I want to see your usage, and I want to see that line going down there. And I want to see 5 days, 3 days. If you don't listen, you got to show proof, player.
Stop it, T.
You got to show proof.
Stop it, T.
Look, better like listen.
It's subjective, but he ain't getting 10 hours of screen time.
You ain't getting no 10 hours.
He's subjectively not getting 10 hours of screen time.
He's subjectively not getting 10 hours.
Yeah, subjectively matter of
getting 10 hours. Matter of fact, I don't know any phone that I have out of over 200
3
phones
days?
that could get 3 days of battery life. Even the phones that got 8,000 milliamp batteries ain't getting 3 days of battery life, player. Come on now.
Yeah, thank you, Digital.
Now, I don't have that big ass phone, what they call that Energizer phone, right? I don't have that big ass Energizer. They say that could go about a week, right? That thing got a fucking 12,000 milliamp battery in it or something, you know.
Hey, well,
here's Scoop. Scoop, you hear this shit? Did you come in at the right time?
21,000.
I was closing up my warehouse, getting ready to leave, shut down swamp coolers, doing my normal stuff. And I heard somebody capping about the Z Fold 3 battery, so I had to get in the car and jump in.
What up, John?
Hey, that was your boy Doodle.
You know it's
10 hours. 10 hours, sir.
10 hours screen on time.
Is that the amount of time it took between you to charge from 0 to 100 and 0 to 100 and then 0 to 100 again?
Oh my God, Doodle killing me, man. He's so. This is where how he said it. T. He goes. He gets 5 hours starting from 100 to 50%,
What?
implying that he gets
that shit this weekend.
he gets 10 total hours.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well that's Flossie's ex. My X Fold is one of the better battery lives I've ever had out of any foldable.
So I'm not a mathematician.
Samsung is at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to battery life.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Xiaomi is at the top when it comes to foldables. Best battery life I ever had.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
X Fold second.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. Huawei is up there pretty good too.
The Energizer, that's
Oh, that thing ain't got a
huge
headphone
phone.
jack? What the fuck?
And it don't even have a headphone jack on it. Wow. Let's go to
Why do you
the
Here we go,
put
T. You see, about 10 hours all in. That's what he said, T.
Not sponsored.
He was being cryptic
so
how he was saying.
In 3 days.
He said Friday, late Saturday, Sunday, standby, minimum usage.
So that's 10 hours all in. That means that, but that's not all screen on time.
I mean,
he said screen on time originally.
He said screen on time.
Yeah, he did say
but it's 10 hours between the 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
That phone ain't making it 3 damn days.
No.
Standby on Samsung is shit.
Oh yeah.
Well, unless he turn everything like all.
Yeah,
the
he a
services
minimalist.
Yeah, he turned all the
Minimalist.
services.
He didn't turn the bitch on. T. He turned it on.
Yeah. He goes turn it on, do a call, turn it off.
Turn it off.
Right.
Yeah, that's how minimalist this motherfucker is.
Well,
Hey,
let's
it
hit
don't
her
matter,
on this
Eric.
$5 the super chat. Let's hit her on this one. Thank you very
He
much.
said he turned on emergency mode.
$5.
You stupid, Daniel.
Hey, D. Bill said that bitch will fuck around and die even when it's off.
Man, I unplugged the S22 Ultra immediately, 99%. Like immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it did.
You looked at me?
At the end of the day, you could get good battery life on any phone if you don't use it.
Yeah. Yep, just don't use it.
But some phones have trash standby too, Eric.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They got a lot of phones got trash standby. I mean, look, you can turn off all the services, turn off 120 hertz, turn everything.
Oh.
You got to turn everything off. Yeah, you could get about, a few hours screen on time, You can get a few hours screen on time. You're not gonna get 10. I mean, I don't know. I think in 2022 we ought to be getting 10 hours of screen on time, but come on.
Listen, Eric, Doodle is getting better battery life than Samsung getting on their own shit.
Oh, absolutely. Samsung is like.
I mean, he get better life. And then remember he had the Galaxy S7 Edge. He got like 10 hours of screen on time on that. Remember that? He was talking about that. He was talking about he got all this battery life on the 7 Edge, Galaxy S7 Edge Plus, or 7 Plus or whatever. And I mean, that phone got me about 3 hours of screen on time. I'm wondering how you could get 10 hours of screen on time on a phone like that.
Cap.
I mean, I don't know. But there you go. So you got
there he goes. Screen on 10 hours in a single day. Sorry. Don't believe
screen
you,
on 10 hours in the dude.
Don't believe you, sir. Don't believe you, sir.
Sir. Bro,
Yo, hon, you know he's lying.
We know you like Scam Song, dog, but come on, bro. Get off the knees, sir. Get off the knees.
Doodle.
Doodle said, I'm live. Give me a second.
All right, I'm live. Give me a second.
I mean, I can understand. I can understand a lot. I can understand a lot.
Dude is getting 10 hours. My man said he's getting 10 hours. No one else is in the whole tech community saying they're getting 10 hours screen on time.
I get you digital production studios, but did you get 10 hours of screen on time?
Thank you, T. He's getting better battery life than the 13. Considerably better battery life than
Yeah,
the 13 Pro
yeah.
Max.
he getting way better better
He
battery
has
life
the
than the
best
13 Pro Max.
S22. I mean the best Fold 3
I'm
ever.
telling you, he turning
He's
it
got-
off after every
The
use.
best battery life ever.
His screen must be on 1%, right? And his lights is off. Maybe maybe
He
paid the
still
light
ain't
bill.
making it with 10 hours.
He
Sorry.
running that shit in do not disturb mode. That's what he got it in do not disturb mode.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
He's getting better battery than my Nokia 3310.
I
Thank you, Doodle.
mean,
Thank you for
Yes,
coming
Michael.
tonight, Doodle.
Class
Thank you.
leading battery life.
Yes, classic.
Yeah.
Or as Savage would say,
so
that's that
so
gangster
so
battery.
if you got your device at about 50% brightness and you got the 120 hertz on, you got everything running, and you got the display opened up and closing it and working it as normal, 4.5, 5 hours screen on time tops. I can't see it going past 4 hours, 5 hours. That's it.
Max, yes. What digital production says, Max. I don't even have the
Max.
thing, and I know
Max.
that's
So now since
Total
Doodle, since Doodle has been kind of caught in this delusion.
oh Galen, you know they always on display is not.
Now
on.
we got to question everything he say. Everything he said now, everything he said, we got to question.
Everything comes
Because now, I mean, bro, you
you lose all type of credibility.
you don't have to lie because we ain't asking you to lie. Right?
You
We ain't
gotta
putting
lie
you
to
on the
keep
oath.
it up.
This was an unsolicited lie.
Right. We ain't putting you on the oath. We're not gonna put you in jail if you tell the truth.
We just want you to send a screenshot of that shit because we don't believe you.
Right. Come on, bro.
Send a screenshot to us if you have it.
Mims is going in.
You know,
Boy, Mims is pissed.
He said that shit ain't less
Facts,
than 3
Ron
days
Lau.
and I'll stand by with no sipping.
Right.
Oh,
So
that's
we got to-
hilarious.
We're
too.
gonna have to question
He got
everything
snake on
Doodoo
it.
says because he just came on a live stream
and just straight
and
lie.
just straight up said he get 10 hours of screen
Brian
on
said
time
his hands got a
on
special
Galaxy
feature
Z
called
Fold.
wireless charge.
Wow.
Oh man, I don't think I think the Fold 2 could get you maybe about an hour more screen on time than the Fold 3. So you telling
I
me
think the Fold 2
3
has better battery life, yes.
has better battery life than the Fold
So
1
I think-
and the Fold 2.
Well, that's true, and that Doodle gets 11 hours on the Fold too.
That's all good, T Hop, but he's not getting 10 hours though.
Right. I mean, look, I got the Fold
I mean,
3.
ain't getting 10
I
hours.
love the Fold
Wait a
3.
second. Wait a second. Hold on.
What's
So,
that got to do with it?
what does that have
Yeah,
to do
but-
with anything, T Hop?
Yeah, I mean, he don't. That ain't got nothing to do with the question at hand.
People can love their devices. We ain't
I
saying
love the S22 Ultra. I can still love the S22 Ultra and know that the Z Fold 3 does not get 10 hours of screen on time.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I'm willing to say that
Oh, Jason,
I'm willing to say that the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 6 Pro get way better battery life than the Z
Yeah,
Fold
then the
3.
Z Fold 3? Come on now.
So you're saying if the Z Fold
Jason
3
C has a
gets
point.
10
Maybe they
hours-
made a zero lemon to strap to the back of
Yeah,
that bitch.
maybe that's
I
what
mean,
it is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's saying
Built in zero lemon.
he's saying that the Z Fold 3
Oh, looking like a brick.
He's saying
Like
the
a
Z
whole
Fold 3
brick,
gets
GC.
better battery life than 99.9% of every smartphone out right now.
Sir, did you bring a brick here? No, that's my phone. I got a zero.
I like all these responses that he put though. That shit's funny as hell.
You see, auto switch from Wi-Fi to mobile.
He using flex mode and everything
Flex
on y'all.
mode, full 120 hertz. He said, I'm using full 120 hertz and still getting 10 hours of screen on time. Listen, sir, I think you got a special made Z Fold.
Should
You
you not
got
using
a
cat mode?
Yeah,
custom.
this one's going to Doodle. This
I
one's
think
going to
his
Doodle.
fold produces weed and he be smoking good.
Oh man. I mean, look, I think he got a custom. You got a custom. Just say it, bro. You got a Samsung Night. You got a custom made Galaxy Z Fold 3.
Boy,
Just
you
say
need to be
that.
on the team. He need to be on the team, though.
Oh man, Samsung should.
He need to be up there on
Yeah.
stage when they doing their little
Dude,
He need to
presentation.
be like one of
talking
those
about
things.
battery life.
We here at Samsung.
We hear Samsung. That's right. He worked for
No,
Samsung.
Jason. No, don't.
He must
don't
work
do
for
that,
Samsung.
Jason. No, Jason.
I mean, he must work for Samsung.
Yeah, he has to. He has to work for them.
But so let me repeat what I was saying earlier today before we open up the phone lines. Is that tomorrow for my podcast, and my podcast is tomorrow night. If you want to join my podcast tomorrow, DM me on Twitter and ask if you want to, if you are free for about 45 minutes tomorrow night, right after Ike's podcast, his live stream. We'll chop it up and have some fun.
Galen crazy.
You can send me a DM, and I will invite you. I will send you a link. Now, let's put some disclaimers out there, because see, here's the problem. When you tell people that they'll come on there with a blue phone and they'll look pixelated and no Wi-Fi and stuff like that. You got to have a decent audio and video. All right. You can't if you go use your phone, that's fine. But try to have decent Wi-Fi, right? And try to be in the room where you ain't got the dog jumping all on you and the kids running up and down the place and naked women and stuff all over the place. So just make sure you straight before you come on the podcast.
Mm-hmm. You can't be caught in your pink shorts. No.
Don't come with your pink shorts on, and don't come with your white beater on either. So I mean, you got to be straight on the up and up. And if you could do that, DM me on Twitter.
Yeah, Brian Lau said have Doodle on. Doodle can be on. He just got to be in.
Yeah, you can bring Doodle on.
Well,
we're talking Samsung.
See, here's the thing. Doodle got to be on.
He wouldn't even call in.
Yes, he didn't even call in.
He said, "But sir."
He don't even call in. So we know, we call them the keyboard warriors, right? They just sit in the background and just type a lot of shit. They don't be about it,
They ain't about it.
Pink shirts.
Hey, 10-minute tech in the building. It popped out of nowhere. Look, everybody pop out of nowhere when we talk about 10 hours.
Thank you, 10 minutes
on the Z Fold.
Hey, we got Adam in the building.
Hey, check out this fantastic podcast last week between me and Adam. We talked our ass off. Y'all thought I was a talker. See him?
Yeah, had fun, man.
You think I talk? But see him, he talk. I mean, he talked his ass off. Hey, that was great conversation between me and him last week.
Great.
And he was streaming on the Sony 1 Mark IV.
Sony 1 Mark IV, and it lasted the whole. It lasted the whole thing.
It lasted the whole thing. So, shouts out to Sony. Hopefully. They will see something like that and fix the overheating issues if you're outside.
I think. Scoop ain't at a computer. I was gonna say Scoop wants to read Kia's comment.
Oh, go ahead, Scoop.
Scoop can't read that.
No, he driving.
Oh,
all right.
Can't read that.
Z Fold 3 battery ain't that good. He lying. He telling the tale. I don't even use 120 hertz, and I'm on low power mode, and I still don't get good battery life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do have a low power.
You can go in there.
Yeah,
low power mode. Okay.
Yeah, just go. There's a power management. You'll find it.
Yeah,
you weren't looking for it. That's the reason why you didn't know it was there.
Right. Okay.
He must have it on there.
Yeah, Latrell said even Kid got something to say. He won't have to do on. He won't be able to handle how much better his default self.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You open up that screen and you film on that inner display, you're gonna look worse than a cartoon character.
No. See, you're looking at it wrong, Eric. What that is that's a quarter mist filter built into the camera.
The in-display camera on the Z Fold 3 is terrible. I mean, you can't justify. I don't give a fuck what people be saying. Talk about, well, don't use it. Well, why the fuck did they put it on the device? Please, somebody explain this to me.
It's got a quarter diffusion Mr. filter built into the cameras. You're looking at it all wrong.
Okay.
I'm also full of shit right now.
I was gonna say, and they holding it wrong too, ain't it?
Well, you're looking at it wrong, man.
You're looking at it wrong. You're holding it wrong, and the motherfucker is wrong. The camera itself is wrong.
Everything
is
wrong.
wrong. Everything is wrong.
That's how we get
Steve,
hit
you need to, according to Doodle, the problem is you have an 852 5G. You should sell it, get a Fold 3, and get your 10 hours of screen on time.
That's right.
Hey,
right.
Steve just mentioned the 852.
We open up the phone lines. We're going to talk about the Pixel 7, Pixel 7 Pro. I'm excited for it. And let me know y'all thoughts about it. Call in right now. Phone lines is wide open. We want to talk about the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 7 Pro. We can talk about any other stuff too, but yeah.
We're going to talk about Doodle ass cap.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Doodle ass. Yeah.
Cap,
but the phone line's wide open. If you want to call in and voice your opinion, are you excited about the Pixel 7, Pixel 7 Pro? I think it's going to be a fantastic phone.
Yeah.
That's the phone that I'm most excited for in 2022 right now. Not even the Fold 4, not the Z Flip, not the iPhone. None of those phones I'm excited for. But I am excited for the Pixel 7 and
I'm
Pixel
excited
7
for
Pro.
when Eric picks up an import this year. That's a flagship.
So will it be the 12S Ultra or the rumored X80 Pro Plus? What will it be, Eric?
And shout out to all the people who told us with T-Mobile our phone was going to get cut off on the 1st of July. All my phones are still working.
Hope y'all ready for the first call.
Like
y'all
we
ready.
told you they were going to be still working.
Here we go. Yo, you live.
Easy, how's it going?
Hey, Michael Pepper Tech Talk in the building. What's up with you, brother?
Not a lot, I'm excited for the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro, mainly to see what Tensor 2 is going to bring us, because there are some things like the image processing can be a little slow sometimes, and the edge detection could be improved. I actually kind of felt like the Pixel 5 did a little bit better, and to see some of that stuff, and then they'll have it because their video quality, they've stepped up. I'm excited to see new features, maybe some of that portrait mode stuff brought into video, and some a little bit better stabilization and some 4K 60 stabilization, some things like that for content creators. For stills, they're pretty good, but I still have some issues with the processing time because I'm sitting there trying to snap photos of my son and having a little delay. So I have to, grab my iPhone or my Vivo or something. But that's what I'm excited about with that.
Let me ask you a question when you mentioned about stabilization. But they got steady shot. I don't know. That's
they have cinematic pan.
Cinematic pan. Yeah. Okay, cinematic pan. That's pretty stable.
It is. I just mean for like the higher frame rate, higher resolution stuff. Because when you go into that and you get dropped down to 1080p 30 or 4K 30 or whatever, I like being able to shoot at the higher frame rate, especially because I'm hoping to get more into being able to do some slow-mo stuff with that. So it'd be nice to be able to shoot at like 60 hertz and then slow it down.
Yeah.
And just to have the extra frames sometimes, especially with low light, because obviously right now, if you're shooting and you're getting those lower frames and then you go into lower light, that you get some funky things that can go on sometimes. And I think I've been spoiled with this Vivo, to be honest. The V1 chip is just crazy for me. The video on that, like right now, in all honesty, if you weren't worried about, or you're not on AT&T or Verizon, I would grab a Vivo to shoot video and photos. I believe it beats out every other device right now. In balance with that.
That's my B camera.
Vivo. It is the Vivo. There it is.
I shot a whole video and didn't have any issues. I still have some. I don't know if you've had this. I haven't had it as much once I got the S22 Ultra, but like my past notes, and sometimes on my Fold, I have this weird audio thing where it does this kind of like high pitched whistle sometimes, and I don't know if it's something with the microphone or whatever, but I've had it in video sometimes. But like the audio, the ability where it kind of zooms in on what you're doing, isolating your voice and still getting the nice background from like the nature of the birds and stuff, because I'm huge into kind of exploring nature and doing some things, changing up my videos, being outside. It's just nice to have a balance between video, audio, and stills.
Correct.
And it's just
Correct.
going to be awesome to see what they're going to do with the Pixel. And as they brought some new features out, like the onboard stuff, we're seeing crash detection. We're seeing all this stuff that they're doing with Android 13, especially on the 7 Pro. I believe the betas now have the ability. I don't have a 7 Pro. I have a 6 Pro. I have the 6, so I can't test it on there. The ability to do the little dock at the bottom that they're doing on larger screen phones and on like the fold devices. I'm looking forward to seeing, official Android 13, and I'm hoping that means it's going to be coming, to the folding devices and the larger screen devices soon, and to see kind of them say, you know what, we're taking hardware seriously. We're not going anywhere. And, this is what we can do with hardware and software, and just kind of merge into it. And, what's impressive is to think, yeah, they've been making devices for a while. You had the Nexus devices and the Pixels and things like that. But to see what they're going to do with their own SoC and the voice to text stuff is incredible. I believe they fully have pushed, and I've been using, the iOS 15 betas, and the voice to text on there is improved, and the whole thing where the auto punctuation, that was a good move, and I'm happy that Google has pushed, because I believe that's what it took to, they're pushing other companies to improve their stuff too by doing that, and it's awesome to see. It's exciting. The slate, I'm excited about that when that comes, and that's kind of my thoughts as far as that.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, man. I really appreciate it, man. You gotta put a lot of thoughts, man. That's nice. All right, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Hopefully I sounded good. I'm on the X Fold. I just put my SIM back in it because I was testing some things out, figuring 5G out, seeing what was going on. Finally got the
really
ATN
good
settings on it. So
sound good, man. That the audio sound very, very good on that X Fold.
Good evening.
All right, thanks. All right, and that's Michael Pepper, y'all. Phone lines wide open. Lines wide open.
Bust it wide open.
So give us a call. Phone number is on the screen if you want to talk a little bit about the Pixel 7, Pixel 7 Pro. Are you excited for it? Which one would you pick up, by the way, right? Pixel 7.
I have T-Mobile, Mint Mobile, and Visible.
Yeah, I've got T-Mobile.
Yeah, I got T-Mobile,
but I have T-Mobile and I have Verizon.
Yeah. I got T-Mobile, Verizon.
T-Mobile here.
I'd drop AT&T.
Man, fuck AT&T.
Yeah. I've been thinking of going to Peasant Mobile.
Yeah, I had AT&T for a long time, but I mean, you can't. What am I do with AT&T? I got 200 phones, right? And a couple of them are international devices, and a couple of them, they just ain't gonna work on AT&T. AT&T don't care about phones. No. If it ain't have AT&T name on it, they don't care.
No.
They don't care. They don't care about no other devices. You got to get it from them. You got to pay them. If you want to get updates, you have to be with them. That's a bitch move, if you ask me. I don't like what AT&T doing. That is, man. I don't like what AT&T doing.
About Metro. This is why I caution people about Metro. So you can hit us up with the plans and stuff like that. Metro, every time you change phones,
don't you have to call them?
You have to call them. So they're still on the old CDMA based system where you had to do that. You don't want to do that. There are actual tech reviewers that will get a phone and be stuck for a couple of days. How are you gonna be stuck? You're a tech reviewer. Come on, step up.
Yeah, that's I mean, look, AT&T has made it apparent that if you on a network, you have to have an AT&T device. If you get an international device, you assed out. If you want to broaden your horizon and don't want to get an AT&T phone, and you want to, again, broaden your horizon of Vivo's, Xiaomi, I don't give a fuck. It could be anything but Samsung and Apple. in you got your Motorola Blue phones and stuff like that. But I'm saying, if you want to broaden your horizon, and you got AT&T, man, that's like having Sprint. I mean, I remember when Sprint people used to come on these shows and like, man, I got Sprint. I'm like, I feel bad for you. Because I mean, you want
for your mother.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like you want to not be stuck with an AT&T branded device, right? And you want to, broaden your horizon with an international device or whatever, but AT&T ain't gonna play fair with it. Just think about it. You get a phone like AGM, Umidigi, Vivo, all these different devices, man. You just can't put it on AT&T. But the crazy thing about it, it has the band support. All these devices got band support for AT&T, but AT&T don't like it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Hey, Barry.
Mm-hmm.
If you're having phone problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems.
Hey.
AT&T ain't one.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I mean, AT&T has, between AT&T and Verizon, they have the most users, right?
Mm-hmm.
The T-Mobile is number 3. So if you want to broaden your horizon, then AT&T is not. It's like a Sprint, and I just feel bad for it, And I mean, look, Verizon to me has the best coverage. I mean, you could go all over, you get good coverage with Verizon, good speeds, but again, they don't play that well with international devices. Mm-hmm. So if you're a tech enthusiast and you love tech, I mean, it kind of hurts that you got to go out and get a quick prepaid, from another company just to do international devices. That just sucks.
Yeah, I'm good.
But the thing about it is, it's our fault though. I'm gonna tell you why it's our fault, because we allow AT&T to do this.
Of
right?
course, because you saw it with the Xiaomi.
Yeah.
If you have people that are actively campaigning against the company, right, instead of just looking and taking it for what it is, what does it stop AT&T? Everybody shouldn't just be us. It should be everybody calling out AT&T. Like, what type of business practices are? I should be able to allow. This is America, right? I should have my choice to use what I want. And AT&T is like, no.
But you know what? No. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I made that video about AT&T, I did have some people in the comments that supported AT&T, so they hit me up and said, "Hey, easy. If I was AT&T, I'd do the same thing." And they gave me some examples and say, well, why would they support a device on their network that didn't come from them? And, that's a valid argument, but at the same time, that's a closed ecosystem. That means that if you don't have an AT&T phone, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck.
That means you can't even get regular unlocked phones.
Exactly.
Let's be real here. So it depends on how granular you get, right? So if you're going to the granularity of, if someone picks up a device and it doesn't have the right bands, then they're mad at AT&T. I can kind of see the argument. That's not the reason why they're doing it. AT&T does not support you. You're not calling up and getting directly to their tier 2 or tier 3 support, and they're going to spend 5 hours with you getting your phone set up. That's not happening. You're getting piss poor support, right? Yeah. They want to sell you their phones. That's what it is. That's what they care about first and foremost.
Money. Want an AT&T branded device. And look, for my LG fans out there, they hit me up. I get tons of emails and DMs about LG devices where they bought on the, AT&T phones, but they on other carriers, and they still stuck on like Android 10 while everybody else is on Android 12, and they can't understand why. And I always ask the fundamental question: are you on AT&T? Do you have an AT&T SIM in that device? Do you have current active service with AT&T? And all 3 questions is no. The answer is no. That means that if you don't, while everybody getting updates and support, if you got an AT&T branded device and you don't have active service with AT&T, you could kiss your fucking updates and security patches and everything else goodbye, because they won't support it. Now, what they did to bring your own device, remember that campaign they did, T-Mobile said, bring your own device? Well, they don't talk about it no more. And the reason why is because they noticed when people was leaving AT&T, bringing the AT&T unlocked devices to T-Mobile, now all of a sudden you're not getting no security updates and no updates no more for the device. And a lot of people are like, well, why I'm not getting no more updates, no more security updates, no OS update? Because it's an AT&T branded phone that you bought to T-Mobile. Now, vice versa, if you were to bring a T-Mobile phone if you bring if you got any unlocked phone you're on T-Mobile, you're going to get updates. That's what I like about T-Mobile. T-Mobile they make sure that you get all kinds of updates and stuff like that. But it's just one of those things that it's just bad. And you know what? Having two major carriers in the United States is even worse.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But the phone line's open. If you want to call and voice your opinion about what we're talking about, and we're talking about the Pixel 7, Pixel 7 Pro, you're more than welcome to call. But then look, Apple kind of play different rules, right? I mean, they go update your phone.
No. What it is Apple told the carriers, because they had the juice, they told the carriers, you ain't fucking with our shit.
Right.
You ain't putting shit on our phone. They told them that off the rip. And if they're like, guess what? Do you want us to bounce? Who's selling the phones in this piece? Right? That's what Apple said.
This is one of the reasons why the advantages always go to iPhone.
Always.
Because iPhone, no matter what, you're not going to get the AT&T, the T-Mobile, the
all that
Verizon
BS
shit
on
your device. When
Apple, Google doesn't either. Yeah.
Right. When Apple say, hey, we about to update this phone, when they say update this phone, you go get update. Right? Apple iPhones, I don't give a fuck what carrier you're on. If you went for one carrier, left a carrier, it don't matter. You go get the update. Now, that's the whole thing about this carriers in the United States. And I feel bad for a lot of people that, that's on AT&T and they left AT&T because they got tired of the bullshit. They went to other carriers, and all of a sudden the device that they got is no good, especially if you got an AT&T branded device. But I don't know. That's here and there. I mean, yeah.
I had my coworker come in to work the other morning. She said AT&T is telling us that we got to pay an extra $20 a line. You know how they making people pay more?
Because phone, right?
For each phone. It's not for the phone itself. It's for the service.
For the service, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they taught that, you bring your own device. We gonna be
$80 more a month for them. Your family of 4. I said, it's time to go.
It's time to go.
But you know what? The bad thing about it is, with most people, besides tech enthusiasts and us techies, they got, they go to AT&T every year. They upgrade their iPhones, and they send their old iPhones back, and they get new iPhones. And if you got a family of 5, they got that iPhone for life, and you keep upgrading them. You're always paying every month, right? You never stop paying. You don't own nothing. It's like leasing a car, right? I mean, you don't own nothing. You just keep paying for years and years.
And fuck around and fuck that iPhone up.
And so
you pay a deductible.
And this is why we encourage people to pay off your devices so you can get lower bills and stuff like that. But man, people always want to get the latest and greatest. They always go back to the carriers and they add lines and buy one, get one free, get this BOGO deal. You got to add a line though. I promise you, it's always some bullshit with these BOGO deals. You ain't just getting a buy one and get one free without some strings attached. A lot of people don't understand that. So you buy a phone, you get one free, but you got to add a line. You got to be committed to that line that you got to pay $40 a month. Right, $40, $50 a month. So your bill go up, but you ain't getting shit for free because you stuck for 30.
You wait till people catch on to these prepaids. They're gonna be like, oh, prepaid ain't what it used to be.
Yeah.
Let me get some of that prepaid action.
Let me get some of that prepaid action.
Prepaid.
Oh, I was telling my cousin about Visible. I was like $25 a month. He was like, what? You know how much I pay for Verizon a month? I was like, you better come on over.
Come on over. Come on over and do the twist.
You just gotta buy your phones flat out. That's all.
And that's the problem. That's the problem in the United States. We a lot of people, again, when we talk about spoil, people spoil. People that when you tell somebody, well, you gotta buy a new phone, go cost you $1,200 up front. What? I could just go to my carrier and get him $50, and I just pay $20 a month for 4 years.
And that's not true. Visible does cell phones. So
They do
you
cell
can't get
phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it, right? I mean, that's the way it is now. Here.
Yeah, people are stuck on.
You know, people not. You tell somebody this phone costs you $1,700. Think about the Z Fold, right? $1,700. Most people going to their carrier. They want the Fold. They ain't going to Samsung because a lot of them don't have trade-ins. Even if they did have trade, they still got to come up front with about $400-$500. That's too much money. Like, but damn, we give you $1,000 for your phone, but you still got to pay $500-$600 up front. People say, I ain't paying that. I'll just go to AT&T and just get the son bit there and just pay them $90 a month. You know, and that's what happens here. You know, it's a handicap to a certain extent because you don't get the real value out of the device because you're paying. I mean, listen, you can lower your bill if you pay for the phone outright. But a lot of people just don't have the capital up front, and that's understandable. I always say live within your means. Of course, you want the device.
Oh yeah, Brian. It's not for people who use
device,
imports. You can't use Visible if you want to import a phone.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things, man, that I believe somebody just if you just call
back. We didn't hear it ringing.
Yeah, I don't.
What you on vibrator?
Well, see, I keep my ringers on because see this phone number. I
don't. The bullshit.
No, the phone number rang all day. These motherfuckers watch these streams after hours, and I'm getting phone calls at 3:00 in the morning. So I got to.
And you answer that.
You recording, Eric? You recording right now, man? I had a question.
This your personal? This your personal number?
This your personal number? Can I?
You know when my stream sim phone calls sim goes when I get off the stream in my fucking iPad. Ain't nobody calling me on that motherfucker.
But I don't answer the phone. And I got it in the Z Fold. I got it in the Z Fold because I'm not using the Z Fold as a daily driver number. So I just put the SIM card in there. I got the Z Fold sitting next to the Rodecaster, and I'm just using that for the phone calls. Yeah, nice. I moved on. I got the I mean, look, man, I'm using the V60 with the dual display. V60 with the dual display over the Z Fold. A lot of people, my God, well, I'm using the LG V60 over the Z Fold, people. But how hard is that to get that in people's brains? And people say,
what up, Scoop?
Scoop is back in the building. People say, well, easy, how you but the Fold is better than the V60. Well, not to me, it ain't. I mean, I look at the V60, it's a little different, man. I'm using the V60 over the Z Fold 3. I'm using the Z Fold 3 for phone calls on my live stream. I got it sitting in the studio. I just don't use it anymore. Shout out to Big Dog in the building. He said I'm using the V62. And I'm just saying, I mean, the V60, pound for pound, headphone jack, quad deck, dual display, pen support, awesome device, beautiful displays, long battery. And listen, the battery life on the V60.
Hey, 10 hours.
Where you at, Doodle? The battery life on the V60 with the dual display is longer than the Galaxy Z Fold 3.
He said it's longer. Pause.
It's longer. So if Doodle was getting 10 hours of screen on time on the Z Fold 3, fucker, you could get 15 hours on a V60 with the dual display. There you go in the building. V60 and Microsoft Dual, good comparison.
Oh, he's like, good comparison. I got to give you credit for that one, Doodle. I got to give you credit for that one.
I'm so look. See, you right there with me, Latrell. Longer and more girth.
Don't forget the SD card. Yes, SD card support. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, what's good with you, Sean?
What's up, Sean?
But see, here's the thing. See, Sean.
He said something. He finally agreed.
See, Sean P don't fuck with me though.
What the fuck you mean?
You don't, because he don't come on my stream.
No, I think he's.
probably
I think
at work,
today's.
sir.
Yeah,
No,
today's.
I know.
He was on there last.
I know he was on there last week. I know. I know he's scrambling right now when I say that. I know he's like, wait, what the fuck he talking about? I'm like,
He's gonna come on just to cut you out.
Yeah, he gonna come.
Just send me a goddamn link.
My best run on the LG V60 was 11 hours screen on time with a little less than half time being in the dude. Listen, man, and there goes Sean. There goes Sean. This I said his name, and there you go. Yes, sir.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
We knew it.
Listen to me, man. Don't do that shit, man. That ain't right, man. That ain't right, D. I can't believe you just said no shit like that.
Hey, bro.
Hey, so to be completely transparent, my friend.
Yes, sir.
My old lady and my wife just came. I mean, my daughter just came down from your neck of the woods down at that damn Essence Festival. So you know,
okay, yes,
yeah. So they went down there and saw that wasted my money on that bullshit.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Hey,
you know what
Janet
I mean?
was there. They got to check out Janet now.
Yeah, Janet, my ass. They went to go see. She went to go see. What's that? The what do you call it? Oh, New Edition and shit.
Okay, New Edition.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah. So they went to go see.
You see her stretching?
Dude, I don't get involved in all that shit, man. Listen to me. I don't like that. Look, man, don't you ever look. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that, man.
Look, I said that. I bet you I could get Sean on that quick.
Bullshit.
I heard you, man. I heard
Hey,
you. That
you know something? All you gotta do is do that shit, and that'll trigger me. So, and I'm okay with that. You can call me. I've been called a whole lot worse. You know what I'm saying? But what you can't call me is goddamn full of shit. We already know who's full of shit, but I'll just leave it at that.
Yes, sir. So we're talking about the Pixel 7, man. What you think about that? I'm excited.
Oh, Mims ass was Mace there,
Took me
son.
back in time.
Excuse me?
Mims ass was Mace there.
It was Mace.
How the fuck would I know if I was home and I was? You know something? I don't deal with contrarians either. Tell a contrarian ass nigga. But anyway,
Contrarian ass nigga.
leave me alone, man. Hey, no, I don't know. I wasn't there, sir. I was here with y'all. They were get going anyway. Honestly, brother,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited for the Pixel 7.
I'm just hoping that they don't. You know, I hope it's just not you hustling backwards and you buying the same phone again.
Yeah, I know.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen.
I don't think.
Yeah.
That's given the
history.
this chip shortage and
Yeah.
I'm really concerned that I don't want to hustle backwards. I really don't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, when we pick up that 12S Ultra, we'll be hustling forward. So.
You know, Sean is bang bang Vivo gang as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, don't get me wrong.
We've been disciplined. We haven't ordered the 12S Ultra yet. We're just trying to see how long we can hold out.
I don't know how long I can hold out, Barry.
I don't know. Me either.
I don't know how long, brother. I ain't going to sit here and lie to you.
I'm glad they didn't drop a
phone. Try to get him a little bit more light out here.
It would already been you would figure out a way for it to be shipped. It would been like, hey, the pre-order. Wait a second, how did you get yours to ship?
Ain't that pre-order? Ain't that pre-order coming up like next week or something?
No, you can pre-order it now.
You can get it now.
Right now.
It starts shipping on the 10th.
Right now.
Nice.
Don't you ever say I don't fuck with you, Easy. I've been fucking with you because you do that LG shit. You know I love that shit. You know I'm an LG fanboy.
Pro.
That's right.
What's my damn phone?
When somebody was talking about the Vivo X4 being pre-order, I was like, that motherfucker on pre-order. Don't mind if I do.
Ooh, Chris. Look at Chris.
Chris, can't we have all of them though, Chris? Can't we get them all? Let's get them all.
And you know what's so messed up? When I've been watching a lot of
got
videos.
Too many phones, so you know that Duo 2 you can send this way, sir.
Oh yeah, you know what? The Duo 2 almost my price. Oh, it's been dropping like flies. I mean, that thing down to about
Almost, huh?
$9.99. I say when I say $8.99, I'm pulling the trigger on it, but it's creeping down into my territory. I ain't spending $1,500 for it, but $8.99, I got it. I'm waiting on that price. It's coming down now.
In all fairness, digital production, like if you're gonna buy a Chinese variant phone, Xiaomi is probably the most
It's the one to
safe.
do. Yep.
To
Yeah.
get
Right when that
I
global
agree.
comes out, you can unlock the bootloader and load the global ROM on it.
But this is the
My only
messed
thing
up
about
thing.
that.
Wait,
Oh my bad.
All
I
right,
was gonna
what's
say
your
my
thing about that,
thing.
Mister? I hack shit all the time. What's your thing?
ah,
My thing about that is I'm not sure if it's still around, but you have to wait like a week or two before you can unlock the bootloader.
Yeah, I
I
think
want
it's
to
a
unlock the
week.
bitch
I think
right
you have to
there.
contact them. And then it's
I want to
that's
unlock
how
it
they
right
do it.
Well, see,
there.
here's the
But
thing: if you wait for
but
the
that's how
global,
Xiaomi does it.
you're gonna wait like 3 months.
Yeah. So you just when you
A
get the
week or
non-global,
3 months.
do the unlock immediately when you get it, and then 2 months later when the global comes out, you're already unlocked.
I got you
You see what
mixed
I'm
up,
saying?
Mills. You saying I got you mixed up, sir?
You don't have to do it too.
But Gigi, I think I'll agree with you on that. I think Xiaomi, because I got the that
You can
iQOO.
barely tell there's even a difference.
Yeah, the iQOO, and I just think that if you want to be safe, I would go with the Xiaomi. It's
Yeah,
up
yeah.
it's up to you
It's
if you
more
want
work with
to
other
control.
ones. It's
Yeah,
more
yeah,
work.
yeah. It's the Xiaomi UI is very similar between the global and there's a distinct difference.
Yep.
Distinct difference on
Can
the Vivo versions.
Can I be considered
Absolutely.
part of the Vivo gang because I had one for like 2 weeks and then I had
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I
You
was
did a
calling
whole ass
you.
video,
Missed,
sir.
I
Didn't you
called
do a
people.
video on that, Scoop?
Yes.
I did.
So yes, Nick Rose.
Everybody on this panel is Vivo gang.
I
About
had
to
to
say.
send it. I had to send it on to its final resting place.
Oh, I got you.
TK.
I got you. Yeah, no,
TK,
you know,
I
it
think
took me
TK
about a
did.
month to
I
dial
think
it
his
in.
latest video he did B-roll with it. So
No.
It was good.
I just shipped it. I literally just.
oh,
shipped
okay. So it might have been the OnePlus.
He'll have it Friday. The joys of
Yeah,
living
God
close.
damn it. Call me out. Yeah, I can't believe you, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
He's still going.
Call me, tell me I don't fuck
Man,
with you.
Dwayne Mim said you got me mixed up. Yeah, that's right.
His
Vivo gang.
line.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you hate lying, motherfuckers? You got that Duo 2 over there, sir. Believe me, I followed up behind you when you was buying the motherfucker. Like, did he buy
Yeah,
it?
there you go.
Did he
Right. That part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like I said, I what to do too. I'm waiting on the price. I've been telling people that I say, hey, listen, it don't.
Oh, if it
buy
falls
when it
into
first
my
come out.
price bracket, yeah.
Which would you what would how low does it have to go, Kimmy, for you to decide you're gonna go buy one?
And seeing people in the chat talking about 7, I'll pay 6.
I'm with you on that.
I'm thinking $8, $7.99, $8.99.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
I'm
no.
not. You can get
Oh,
one of
hell
them
no.
now. Go on swap it, sir.
Yeah. Why would you
TMT
do
Chris,
that?
the rumor is the end of the year, like closer to the end of the year for the Ultra OnePlus.
But you know what's so funny?
Because I know it's not going to last long for me. That's why I
Thank
don't
you,
want to
Juan.
spend
I don't know why I didn't know that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I could tell you this much is that we've heard rumor that Microsoft is not coming out with a full. I mean, they're not coming out with a successor this year. They're gonna just let it
That's
ride.
believable.
That's
They're gonna let it ride.
Look what they did to Windows Phone, sir.
Yeah, they're gonna let it ride this year, maybe next year. But we got to see. I mean, a lot of people have been saying that Microsoft won't come out with a fourth generation. Wait, what is the fourth one?
It'll be
Yeah,
the
it'll be
third,
number 4.
right? It'll be
Wait.
3. If they skip this year, it'll be 3.
Oh yeah, yeah, it'll be,
Hey, I like the
the
case, Sean.
it'll be
I
the
like
third
the
one.
case. I like the case, bro.
I think if they think about it, they got the 888 processor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, you know, how much power do you need though? Like, I
You
mean,
need all the power.
They just need to clean up some software stuff.
That's all you got to
what they're doing right
clean
now.
up the software.
Just keep doing it, and Google step up. You need help with that. So,
And I think for the most part, if Microsoft passed on the Dual 3, that'd be a good thing. You know, sell it for $7.99. You know, and people start buying it then, and clean up the software. Come out with Android 13 or Android 12L or however they gonna do it, and rock it till next year. But the problem is, here's the problem in the tech community. They go dog Microsoft for not coming out with a new device. Well, we need a successor. But do you really need a successor?
They don't need a successor because they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it, and they're not going to support it.
So that's the whole thing. So I think, for the most part, Microsoft can pass on this device. They can pass on it. Oh, here we go. All right. So why back now? He said, I hope they don't. I don't want to see any benefits into putting. Wait. I hope they don't. I don't see any benefits to put a 8 Gen 1 in there and being that thin. I think he might have said he hoped they do because he don't see any benefits of them putting the 8 Gen 1 in something that thin. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. Take a year off. Yeah, come back.
Oh man, if they come
do you
back
think
with
that
Windows
you
on-
think they can though? I guess that's the
Windows
question
on.
I would ask. Do you think
I
that
don't think they
Microsoft?
can. They could put it in there, but they'll be like, remember, that's what happened with Xiaomi. That's the reason why I was like, LaShawn, we can't buy the
I don't
Xiaomi
know
at the
if we
beginning.
can.
It was too
I-
thin. It looked beautiful. It was too thin.
I don't think that Microsoft can afford to do that. Maybe I'm wrong, and Juan will definitely let me know that I'm
So
wrong.
you think they need to come out with a dual 3?
No, shit, no. To be quite frank,
Yeah, I think they'll be fine if they don't come back. If they don't rush another phone.
I really think
If they do Windows ARM, I'm gonna lose it. I'm getting it.
I think they need to just do some updates and do some software patches for some of the problems that people are having with it, and that may make people want
that's
to
why I
decide to
pick
keep
one up
messing.
now because they have done some updates.
They have,
Right.
yeah.
But
I mean, if
here's
they pull Google
Correct,
like they do with
Juan.
Pixel,
But I think here's the thing. I believe that the Microsoft Surface Duo is catered to a certain to a different
Yes,
audience.
it totally is.
It's not for my daughter or a
And
teenager.
and that's
get the
where
phone.
we come in. Like I said, I
That's-
hate to bring the camera channels, but what do they say all the time? Who is this camera for? That's what we have to say. Who is this phone for? This phone is not for your grandma or your kid. Like, are they gonna be taking that to school? Hell no. It's not It's not for
And
them.
you know what, Barry? Here's the thing.
no.
This is one of the things I talk about with the LG V60. Because when I say the LG V60 is better than the Fold, a lot of people lose their fucking mind. But the V60 has something that does a lot of things better than the Fold. You can use it as two different devices, right? The screen on the left side, screen on the right side. It's just like the Surface Duo. You could run two things at the same time.
Yeah.
You could run it two things at the same time. On the Fold, you have to do split screen, and certain apps don't work that well, don't play nice. So in actuality, you cannot use the Galaxy Z Fold 4 as a two separate device like the Surface Duo with this V60 with the dual case. You just can't do it. The Fold is not made for that. The Fold is not like a Surface Duo. It's two different people. It's not like the V60. Once you put the dual display on the V60, it's a different device at that point.
Okay, Eric, put Digital Production Studios coming.
All right, here we go.
Digital productions will always get paid.
Microsoft every year on the first duo.
we need you to stop bringing back old shit, Barry.
You like that?
But
I
you
like
know
it.
what?
You know I did.
Hold on. If we use that same mentality, would anybody have gotten the fucking Fold? It took like 8 years for them to drop.
Hell no.
Yes. So I agree with you. Just listen, Microsoft, I say this in a lot of my videos. In my previous videos, I talked about this. Microsoft couldn't be trusted. Look what they did with Windows Phone, right?
Goddamn right.
Out of the cold. They left people in the cold. And
They left me cold like a motherfucker, E.
Right. They left people in the cold. And that's one of the reasons why I slammed Microsoft for this. So when they came out with the first duel was a freaking disaster. That was a freaking disaster, right? Over time, Microsoft,
how many of us picked one up? How many of us picked one up?
That's
for that?
right.
Low?
When it was on a fire sale, we picked the one up and it worked, and it started working great.
The two came out all right, and they've been updating it.
They've been
updating. And from what I hear, it's running fine.
Yeah.
What's that? The first duo?
Yeah,
the duo. The second one. They've done some updates to that thing. The little notification thing we were pissed off about it not working like it was supposed to. It's working now. I want to try one.
think Microsoft, if they committed to the smartphone market, they cannot do another Windows. That would be disastrous for Microsoft. They got to be all in on the Surface Duo. They got to. They can't do like they did with with Windows Phone. I mean, they left people in the cold. A lot of people would not support Microsoft Mobile because of what happened with Windows Phone, and it's all about history. History. It's all about history. Look, Microsoft do have to secure people back into their ecosystem because people just don't trust them, and I agree with them. Because I was a Windows Phone fan, and when they pulled the plug. They pulled the plug on Windows Phone, and it left tens of thousands or maybe millions of people in the cold.
I say good riddance.
That's ridiculous. Come on, Kimmy.
Yeah.
I still got my 1520, man.
Oh, I got a bunch of Windows phones. I got a bunch of Windows phones.
Love my 1520.
And it was just personal preference. I just didn't like it.
Speaking of bunch of phones, don't get me wrong, you know one thing that could have happened. Instead of you opening it up to all these people, you could have been like, Juan, let's have the phone battle tomorrow since I didn't have anything planned. You could
y'all could have the phone battle. Oh, you think he's scared, Kimmy?
Nah, I can't beat Juan, man. Juan been popping off phones left to right, man. He did every time he turn around. He's got new video today with the
next pad.
The next pad. He popped the video of the day. I'm watching the video today.
You know what,
that was a pretty cool idea though by next pack to have it where you can slap it on there and then it's like that's pretty cool.
I love it. I can't.
You know what else there? Juan uses imports.
Yes, he uses imports.
I use the cheap ones though.
He uses cheap ones too. He just doesn't use the same type of cheap ones that you use.
Eric,
we are the peasants.
Yeah, I
use
use
the Mexican phones.
You can have a cheap one and have a good one.
Yeah.
I
sure could.
Look at one.
Hey,
there you go.
Eric has a cheap one.
Oh yeah, it's right over here. I love it.
Yeah,
what is it? What cheap one you got, Barry?
So guess what? I got you're looking at the Redmi 11T Pro.
Mm-hmm.
I got the global version, the Poco X4 GT. GameC got it, did a video and put it for sale. I bought it. Got it for $200. Actually $225.
I'd have bought that.
So Diminity 8100.
Yeah.
So Snapdragon 888, basically performance.
What? Oh.
I need to send Eric.
Send it to me. Listen, I have a party with it, and if you want to sell it, I might.
No, you better do a video, sir.
I'll do a video on it. Send it to me.
Hell, if I'd have known that, I'd have sent you this IQ that I've been trying to sell for the past couple weeks.
Oh, you still ain't got rid of it yet?
I still got it.
Oh, there you go, LaShawn.
Yeah, I got I do have the 5 below imports. Yeah, the one that costs like $150.
You got the what are those imports?
Yeah, I got the $200 imports, the $150, the $200.
Juan has $200, but he's got the popular, like the ones that are like popping,
Yeah, the ones that ain't, disposable.
Right. Yeah.
Dollar General joints.
They one hit it. They one hit it quitters. They'll get you buy them, and it's $150. I mean, you're not gonna get.
You can get some budget ones that will get updates.
Oh, they'll get updates, man.
I think these will get updates.
I don't think yours are getting updates.
Not the Mexican ones you got.
Nah, not unless you just putting them up on the shelf as an update. No.
Yeah.
Malik can't find your phone on.
It's not on Swapper.
Oh, it's not on Swapper, Malik.
That's funny. That's funny.
These are the phones for the kids, man. They toss them around, play some,
they definitely for the kids.
Man. I mean, that's for the kids. You ain't gonna get the kids an iPhone 13 Pro Max.
No.
You'll give them a blue phone. That's what blue phones and the cheapy Motorola's, some of these other imports and all that, man. That's a phone that you don't mind spending $100 for, because if they F it up, no big deal. But I mean, once you get it to $300-$400 and stuff like that, if you need to get it.
Mills is on a roll tonight, boy. He said
them Zimbabwe joints. Wow.
But see, Mills talk all that shit, but he get a link to come up on there too. Now
Mills ain't got no problem coming on the.
Mills got a problem. Mills ain't coming out here. Mills scared to death to come on this stream.
That's what he got. Eric got the
Wrong
Mills
for
ain't
that.
coming in the stream. He'll come
He
on the
got that
Sean
coming to
stream.
America
He'll come on
phone.
GG stream,
The
but
Munda.
he can't come in on this stream. He die, man. You think the tech preacher go attack him? I ain't gonna attack you. We have fun.
You might attack him.
Yep. All right. So listen, I'm doing a podcast tomorrow, and I don't have no scheduled guests tomorrow, but I am opening it up for 4 people. DM me on Twitter if you want to be a guest on my podcast tomorrow night. I will send you a link. Now, here's the disclaimers. You have to have, if you go use a smartphone, which is fine, make sure you have a dedicated area where you could chill out for about 45 minutes to holler, to talk to us. And make sure you don't have kids running around in the background, the dog jumping all on you, and your phone falling all down and everything. Make sure you're straight. And we'll chop it up for about 45 minutes tomorrow. Just come on through, and I don't care if you're a YouTuber, a small YouTuber, or no YouTuber.
Hey, you had me on for years as a no YouTuber. So.
Yeah.
Doodle says say less.
Doodle ain't coming
45 minutes. I got 10 hours.
You got 10 hours.
Doodle ain't coming. A person like Doodle
on time.
Doodle ain't coming on that.
Not unless you talk about them Samsung.
We can talk about Samsung. It don't matter.
Hey, Slang said he'll jump on.
There you go. So
hey, that'll work.
Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter, and I'm gonna send out links about 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. my time, and we'll chop it up. And we'll go live, talk some stuff, have some fun, and go from there. And I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I mean, I oh shit, here we go.
Hey.
Yo, you're live.
I hate you couldn't, Ray.
Hello.
In the studio, the giant studio. Tech Preacher, Zimbabwe.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
Damn, Michael, going all in, huh?
I actually called because I had a thought about the duo, and realization was something. If they adjusted the height of it just slightly, you'd have a 16:9 aspect ratio with the dual displays, and then make the interface so when you connect up to an external screen, so it's the same interface on the duo as the external, they'd have a killer device, and it would be easy for developers, because that's been my one complaint about when you hook these devices up. You have a different UI on device as external, and so for developers, they're trying to develop their apps to work on Android, but then a completely different UI externally. And so I think that's what prevents some of them from doing it. So, we already dual split screen on 16:9 monitors, so just make the 2 screens that way.
And my tongue looks frightening.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God,
I agree with you. But wait, let me ask you a question. What device you talking about?
Scaring kids, sir.
Huh?
I was talking about Scoops.
What the 16:9 aspect ratio? What device you talking about?
Oh, I was saying, when you most smartphones are beyond 16:9 now,
right?
And most like Samsung, how they do DeX, and like LG and these companies that do the
like DeX
desktop stuff. When you connect it up, you have 2 different UIs. You have Android UI on the device, and then you have DeX mode or desktop mode on the second. Microsoft's advantage would be they could have just a simple Android UI on device with like a dock, kind of like they're already doing, where when you open up an app on one screen, it pops all your dock and your drawer to the other. Just bring that to the desktop mode, and then developers and users don't have to have 2 different interfaces they're handling with. And the software can quickly load it up. It's already ready to go. Essentially, it'd be kind of like mirroring the device, but doing it on a second display. And for app developers, it'd be really easy because the app is already developed for that aspect ratio on device. So when you load it up to the secondary screen, it'd be ready to go.
Yeah,
Right
yeah.
to
I
go.
mean, I think Android has to do a better
Jesus Christ.
job to make sure that every manufacturer abide by some certain rules, right? I mean, look, even though you throw the operating system on there, some devices does have some compatibility issues, right? You do have some apps that's not compatible with certain devices. So you do run into those issues of compatibility problems with certain devices. Now, I mean, even with Samsung got their own app store and stuff like that. I mean, you got a lot of fragmentation. Look, you think about certain apps in Samsung App Store, it's not available on the Google Play Store. And the reason why is because that's exclusive Samsung apps, right? And I think that's some of the issues. I think that if Samsung or these other companies going to have, certain apps that you can only get out of their stores and stuff like that, I mean, I think they ought to have their own operating system, right? But Samsung tried to do that, but Samsung kind of failed at it.
I agree. I've had issues with that where I didn't realize the update was through the Samsung Galaxy Store, so I updated it. But then there was an update on the Play Store, but it wouldn't let me install because I had to delete it to install the actual newer version that was on the Play Store. And do a reinstall, and then I've had vice versa. And sometimes certain features too will be limited because Google won't allow those features in the Play Store, but Samsung's like, well, we make the app, we make the Play Store.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, I think that's going to happen with Luma Fusion if it ever comes to the Tab S8, right?
Man, we're still waiting on that. I'm waiting on that. I want to test that. I want to see how it compares. I want to use it. I want to be able to sit down, throw my Fold up to a monitor or my Tab S8 or whatever and be able to edit on it. Instead, I end up, transferring it off, and sometimes it takes a while. And when you connect an Android phone up to a computer, how you have the DCIM section for your photos, but then videos are like in the private section. They're in a completely different area. Just being able to edit on a device would be nice.
But that's why they say you buy the device for what it can do today, not what it can do next week or next year. That's the whole thing. You buy the when I hear stuff like, "Oh, coming this summer, we gonna drop this version of this. Coming later on this year, we're gonna have Luma's Fusion and all that." See, I buy a device, and we got to remember this. We have to buy devices for what it can do now, not what it can do in the future. Because if it sucks now, what makes you think it's going to be better in the future? Why would you spend your money on a half-baked product and be a beta tester when the device isn't ready? This is what happened with the Microsoft Surface Duo. This is what happened, with a lot of devices out there that wasn't ready for prime time, but they still wanted to spend the money on it. If a device ain't ready for prime time, this is one of the things we got to call out. Look, I'm gonna let you go because I want to make a point.
Oh yeah.
But thank you very much for calling.
Of course.
All right, bye. So look, check this out, right? I'm gonna say this because me and Barry talked about this pre-stream about a company, how one person can make a difference, and I want to credit myself for this because this is something that I've been going through for almost a year.
Hey.
All right. So about in 2021, I made a video about the Blackview Tab 11, which is a fantastic tablet for the price, right? It gives you 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, all the bells and whistles. It was a great tablet, ran, good operating system and everything else. Well, when I first made the video, it was working great, like always. And as I talk about follow-up videos and long-term reviews is so important, about 5 months later, I made a long-term review of the Blackview Tab 11. It was problems. The device went out, and it don't want to charge anymore. But when it did charge, and had it working, I found out that we had no L1 support. The SIM card support wasn't working and all the bells and whistles. So I explained a lot of that stuff in my long-term review of all the issues that I was having, Bluetooth connectivity and stuff like that. Well, Blackview hit me up because they saw the video. So, goddamn, you got a lot of problems. I said, yes, you need to fix this. And look, before I made that video, of me complaining about the Blackview Tab 11, I hit Blackview up and I told them all the problems I was having with that tablet. About the L1 support and stuff like that. They advertised that it was L1 support and not L3 and all this stuff like that. But when I had the tablet, it did not support L1 and all the bells and whistles. So I felt that they was untruthful to consumers by telling them one thing versus another. For the past 8 months, 7-8 months, me and Blackview been going back and forth. Now they sent me out a new tablet and they assured me that everything that I complained about, that I talked about, that I hit them out about, that I talked about the video is fixed. So I received the new Blackview tablet, okay, for re-reviewing, and this is the old one. This is the one that I complained about, and this is the new one. Now they claim that everything that I discussed in the video, all my complaints, everything is fixed. So I say that to say this, that us content creators, we do have a voice. We do have to be truthful in our videos. We have to tell the truth. And these companies do watch. They will fix it if we be truthful to it. Don't fluff or pass your videos because you're trying to make sure you get the next version of that device. If you don't listen, man, you have to be.
Or because you're a fanboy.
Well, you know.
True.
How long was that call to Zimbabwe when you made that call to Black? Like buying that African shit.
We was going back and forth through email.
Wow, you stupid.
He couldn't even call, Sean. He had to email.
Oh, he had to email. Oh, okay. So did you have to talk to the African prince? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Prince of Zamunda,
Yeah.
I haven't opened it. I haven't opened it up yet, but I am eager to review it for the next couple of weeks and to give y'all guys my thoughts about it.
When you finish emailing, someone starts singing with, "This is your tablet to me."
You stupid. You stupid. A complete piece of trash.
So I really
the sim doesn't work for your desire.
And so I say that to say that, you know, being truthful, one person can't make a difference. One person can't make a difference.
Well, you did make the difference, E, but they know you got a hell of a platform. So at the end of the day, they're gonna make it right. So they know we gonna trash it.
I know, but I think everybody could either they could do it, right? I think everybody could have the truthfulness in their videos. It don't matter how big or how small your platform is. I think everybody got a voice. You know, I think everybody has a voice. Think about listen, I talk about long-term reviews. And look, I know everybody can't do it because I mean, sometimes you got to sell a product to get a new product, and that's understandable. And I'm a dumbass that keeps all this shit, right? So
you know what you gotta do.
Hey, yeah, I know what I gotta do, sir.
And so I'm the one that keeps a lot of the old products.
Stop it.
And I go back and I re-review old product to see how it aged over a year, even 3 years. I go back and I look at 3-year-old product, right? And I talk about it, you know, because here's the thing. If you got a phone 3 years ago under a device payment plan, you still paying on the shit. So that phone is still relevant. It's still relevant because you still paying on it. If you bought a phone 2.5 years ago.
Can you fix it for him, Scoot?
Relevant,
yeah.
Relevant.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, it's relevant.
It's still relevant only.
Yeah, keep that same energy. Keep the same energy, y'all. The
That's
fuck.
what I said.
Yeah.
Well,
we don't have
if it was me, it's like
we give you the smoke. You act like you scared. We're
all
not
that
scared.
shit if it was me.
No, he was getting ready to get it. My lights went out. I was about to give him. Hey man, that was the wrong word. You fucking up. You chopping up the words. But see, I'm used to that because my family from Louisiana, so I'm used to them bad English. So it's fine.
So look, check this out. But I always say this: keep it real, people, no matter what, right? And listen, they're gonna have fakes out there. Let them stay fake. It's all good. I ain't tripping, but as long as you do be real, that's the whole thing. And that you can always have the fake ones out there. Listen, in every genre, it don't matter if it's tech, cars, lifestyle, tennis shoes. It don't matter. You gonna always have fake people out there. Always got fake people out there.
Oh yeah, always.
Absolutely.
So once you stay true to yourself, it's all good. All right. So we're almost at the top of the hour. Who gonna be streaming tomorrow?
Tomorrow, Mike, Ike, TK Bay, and Juan.
Mike is not. Mike.
Oh, he said it on his stream.
Yeah, he said he won't be.
Okay, so Ike, TK Bay, and Juan.
Yeah.
Then you have actually tonight after the stream, Savage is going live.
Oh shit!
Fuck out of here.
Savage is going live after this stream. Then we have Ike, then TK Bay and Juan. We have LaShawn on Friday night.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If you can try to catch the podcast too on Thursday, Slang will be there with Easy and some other people. Slang is going live on Saturday night, El Jefe Sunday. Then we've got Juan at noon. We've got T. And then we've got Gigi on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we should have Michael Pepper leading in for Eric on Wednesday.
Yeah. And Charles, I don't go to camp, Panther camp or whatever. I've been to one fan fest. I like to go to real games.
Ooh. I can't wait that football season. Oh my God, I can't wait that football season, man.
You and me both, brother.
Bruh, I can't. I mean, shit. We got the Saints September 11th. Go be in Atlanta.
I know that's right, Joseph. He need to have his own.
May have to go to that one. May have to go to that one, Eric.
They already planning. Y'all guys gonna have Captain Charles out there, man, on Saturday night, man. They setting all kinds of parties out there in Atlanta, man. I'm not coming though, man. I can't, man. That's gonna be some wild shit, man. I'm gonna be at the house with the barbecue pit, with the big screen TVs,
man.
With the ball,
I'm telling you, Eric.
The ball full.
You'll be fine, man. Come on,
I'm
man.
gonna go sit on day side with my Saints attire, with the hat, the jersey. Go sit on day side.
But you know what, Joseph? Now that I think about it, Savage's last couple streams have been good snoozers, so it might help put me to sleep for work tomorrow.
Ooh.
LaShawn, I don't think you should do that, sir. But
no,
you do what you want to. You do you. You're a little light in the ass, sir.
He gonna have Saints.
You're a little
gear
light in
on,
the ass.
Oh, I'm indifferent, Chris. I guess everybody's waiting on my reaction. I just don't have one.
I'll be cool. I'll be safe.
But wait, you gonna be on the Saints side or you going on the Falcons side?
I'm gonna be on the Atlanta side with my Saints
shit, man.
You gonna have a couple bricks in your pocket there, sir?
I don't know about that, but they gonna be ready. They prime, bro. That gonna be a wild ass game, man.
It's always a wild ass game.
There's gonna be a lot of police at that game.
Always.
They're gonna be the jailhouse. The jailhouse gonna be full Sunday night.
They don't play no games. They don't play no games.
The jailhouse gonna be full Sunday night. I'm gonna tell you that right now because you're gonna have New Orleans people gonna be in jail, Atlanta people gonna be in jail because it's gonna be some wild. I hope not. But I've been to a Saints in Atlanta game before.
But I do think Baker is excited for his first game.
You like that? You like that?
Because they're playing the Browns.
You like that, Barry? Put some respect on my weight, nigga.
No,
right now,
I can't.
I'm sorry, but a buck the buck 05 circle. What does it mean? It's a buck.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
put some respect on my weight. I up it by like 50. Up it by like 50.
Man,
what? By the time the game starts, or what? You can barely eat that sandwich the other day. What are you talking about?
Man, what you mean barely eat it? He took it with him.
I did.
Did you eat off that for the rest of the week, sir?
Oh no, I ate off of that.
I mean, I know LaShawn can eat, but he must have came. He left his hunger, at home when he came and met us to eat.
And nigga, you always smoking weed, so why come you wasn't hungry? I'm like, goddamn.
Hey,
LaShawn fucked his salad up.
Fuck, I need to eat that salad. I need to eat a salad with my fat ass.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
That salad looked good though, Sean. It wasn't like a,
Oh no, it was a great fucking salad. I told my wife we're going to go back up there and get that goddamn salad. It was a great salad. She was just proud that I ate something green.
I had a drink and some fattening ass pasta with some shrimp.
I got a picture of what they had.
Crawfish. What else was in there? Sausage.
Yeah, you had sausage. What was it? Something. What was it? What was
it was the Mardi Gras for fajita Mardi Gras or something.
Yada.
I know, right? I'm getting cooked, man.
And
he did eat some cheese sticks. He had some cheese sticks.
Fuck them sticks up.
And you know what? We're gonna leave on that note. Thank y'all guys very much
He's
for
a little
watching
one.
the stream. We gonna get on out of here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we gonna leave with some music. Oh. Thank y'all very much. We're gonna see y'all next week. Yeah.
He could be a rapper right now.